There was once a CEO of a large and successful company. It was his own company, one that he had built from scratch. He started his life from the bottom and, with years of hard work and intelligence, turned his small business into one of the most profitable and respected companies in the country. When it was time for him to retire, he began thinking deeply about who should take his place as the next CEO. He didn't want to simply choose one of his children, nor did he want to pick someone just because they were talented. He wanted someone who truly deserved it. After thinking for many days, he finally made a decision. He called all the best-performing employees from every department and said, "I plan to step down from my position next year. One of you will be chosen as the next CEO of this company, but I want to find the right person. Someone with honesty, dedication, and true leadership." Everyone was surprised and stood silently, listening carefully. Then the CEO continued, "I'm going to give each of you a seed. It's a special seed. I want you to plant it, water it, and take care of it for 1 year. Exactly 1 year from today, bring the plant you've grown. I will judge based on how your plant has grown, its height, health, and strength. And I will choose the next CEO from among you." He handed out the seeds and everyone left. Excited and curious, among them was a young man, honest, hardworking, and disciplined. He took the seed home with great enthusiasm. He bought a big pot, filled it with rich soil, and planted the seed carefully. Every day he watered it and made sure it got enough sunlight. Weeks passed. 3 weeks went by, but the seed didn't sprout. Meanwhile, his colleagues at the office started talking about their seeds, how small green shoots had appeared and their plants were growing fast. The young man began to feel anxious. He wondered, "Did I do something wrong? Maybe I didn't take proper care of it." So he tried everything: better soil, more fertilizer, extra care. But no matter what he did, the seed never sprouted. Months passed, and still there was no sign of life. He felt disappointed, but he continued watering the pot faithfully, just as he promised. A year later, the big day arrived. All the employees came to the company with their beautiful plants, tall, green, and full of life. The young man, however, could only bring his empty pot filled with soil. He felt embarrassed and stood quietly at the back of the room. The CEO walked around, admiring everyone's plants. Then he noticed the young man standing with an empty pot. He asked gently, "What happened to your plant?" The young man bowed his head and said, "Sir, I did everything I could. I planted it, watered it every day, used good soil and fertilizer, but it just never grew. I'm sorry." The CEO smiled kindly and asked everyone to sit down. He then announced, "I have found my next CEO." Everyone looked shocked when he pointed at the young man with the empty pot. The CEO explained, "The seeds I gave you all were boiled seeds. They were not capable of growing. But when you saw your seed wasn't sprouting, most of you replaced it with a new one and grew another plant to impress me. Only this young man stayed honest and brought me the seed I gave, just as it was." He turned to the young man and said, "You may all have talent, but honesty is the most important quality of a true leader. A leader must be honest and trustworthy. That is why I'm placing this company in his hands." The hall filled with applause as the CEO handed over the position with pride and satisfaction. Morale of the story: no matter how much money or success you earn, it only has true value if it comes through honesty. If it's earned through lies or cheating, every penny will carry guilt instead of peace. Honesty is not just a duty, it's your life's breath. Once you taste honesty, it becomes your greatest strength and will guide you forever. because honesty itself is a kind of beautiful addiction.